Hi YouTube friends, how are you? I hope you're having a beautiful day. This video is how to stay motivated. And there are so many challenges to this because in our society, most people are very lethargic, lazy, emotionally incompetent as far as their emotional state. They tend to stay in a low vibrational state because of the subliminal programming due to the videos, the media, a lot of the advertising to be able to trick your mind into thinking you need a certain thing and then you get it, but you're still not happy and you're still not fulfilled, because happiness truly is going to come from your inner vibration, your inner emotional state, your inner decision to actually radiate that. So let me give you some tips to be able to stay motivated. Tip number one, work out for at least 45 minutes a day, 3 to 5 days a week. Now in doing this, what happens is that you create the biology that you need that's essential for your body to be able to operate and your mind to be able to operate at the highest potential. Okay, your chakras open up, your body becomes more young, okay? And you open up channels of energy that would not have opened otherwise if you don't do that. So I challenge you deeply to be able to do anything that allows you to be able to fatigue your body a little bit, whether it's running, jogging, swimming, yoga, whatever it is. But in order to stay motivated, you got to be able to keep your body in a strong state. And if you do that, then what happens also is that you create the right amount of chemicals produced by the brain, the endorphins. You sleep better at night, and you actually have food that even tastes better, and that is a big element for being able to stay motivated. Now, another piece to be able to stay motivated is the quality of the food that you eat. You should be eating high vibrational foods, nothing that's really in a box that has all these artificial ingredients, all these artificial colors, all these artificial flavors. There should be nothing in there, not even natural flavor, because it's not even deemed something that's specific. It's just general. I don't trust it personally. I don't trust natural flavors. So I strongly recommend for you to stay in foods that have high energy and have that intention on a regular basis to be motivated. And you know what? You really got to come up with a vision plan for what you want the rest of your life to look like. Because I want you to think about something. The most important asset that you have to your possession is the time that you have. And one of the things about human beings is that we all have 24 hours in a day, right? You don't get more than that. You only have so many years to live. Some people have less, some people have more. But it's fairly relative as far as the average life expectancy. But one of the things is for sure that it doesn't matter how many years you live. More so, it matters the quality of the life that you can have in the years that you live. So you got to live every single day like it's going to be the last day as far as your emotional state. You know, if they told you, hey, you know what, these are the last days that you're going to be able to be on this earth some way, somehow, you know, you shouldn't waste your time being depressed on how the days are over, but more so like, okay, if this is all I got, this is what I want to do, right? And that's for you. Death is guaranteed. We're not going to be able to get out alive from this biological body. Yeah, our spirit's going somewhere. It's probably going to the spirit world, to a mentee, or to different non-physical universes. But one thing's for sure, that our biological body is going to decompose, and there it goes. So you got to be able to stay motivated, because the number one thing that you have in your hands is your time. And so what is it that you want to create with your time here on this earth? What is it you want to be able to create with your time here in this world? And so the fact is that if you waste your time, you are completely just throwing away your life. Absolutely. And so when you want to utilize your time to its best potential, that's it right there. Let me give you a few tips, something that I've integrated into my life. Listen to world-class programming on a regular basis. I recommend to do it 24 hours a day if you can't. Only when you absolutely have to stop playing the audio, whether it's talking to somebody, if you're at work and you can't do it, but absolutely when you're in the car, when you're sleeping, when you're in the shower, when you're eating, when you're getting ready to go to work, when you're doing exercise, you should be listening to audio that's actually going to empower you, that's going to give your brain nutrition, and it's going to nourish your mind. that right there is an extremely strong tool because it's a constant reminder. That right there, it allows you to reprogram your subconscious mind. That's another video. I hope you can check that out. Also the one where talks about emotional intelligence as well, because these are elements that you build yourself. When you remind yourself what is it you want to achieve in your life, and that you really don't want to just let your time just pass you by without achieving those things, you really got to take advantage of it. Every single day that we have is one day that you can utilize to its best potential. So don't you waste a day of your life. Use every single day to the best of your capacity. And one of those things that I highly recommend is to play a educational audio. If you can, play it even faster at 1.5 times the speed or 2 times the speed, and play some meditation music in the background. I actually have a video where you can create books to do that. You can check that out. It's on one of my first videos there, where you can listen to books. And a lot of these books actually don't exist on Audible, depending on what category you're looking in. But when it comes to motivation, when it comes to the power of the subconscious mind, Tony Robbins and Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich and Deepak Chopra and a lot of these people, there's a lot of people out there that have already documented a lot of this work for you. So I think it's pretty easy to find that. So you don't really need to convert any books into audio yourself, because you can already find the Audible or you can already find the video. But if you want to go further than that, as far as developing your psychic abilities and being able to tap into the sensory world, that's going to require, I believe, a higher level of intention to be able to have that desired outcome, and a little bit more ingenuity to have that access to those kinds of resources. And I've already provided you with that information. So that's another tip once again. So you really want to bring that audio. Now you might think, wow, well, you know, I'm doing all these things, I'm not even listening to it, how am I going to learn it? Don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about that at all, because the way that you learn is through repetition. Through repetition, even if you're actually not listening to it directly, your subconscious mind is picking up the audio. And when you play it over and over and over for years and years and years, it creates a compounding effect. And that right there, my friend, is the common denominator of the most successful people on the planet. They actually continuously grow. They say you're either growing or you're dying, right? From a standpoint of what is it you want to be able to achieve in your life? Well, it's going to require growth. So I challenge you to work on yourself on a regular basis to stay motivated. Now, you really want to be clear on what your goals are. And don't be focused on things that are so material driven, even though it's nice to have that security where you have money in the bank and you have a nice home and a car. But be focused more so on being able to create a platform of complete security, and at the same time being able to create a certain sphere of relationships and that right foundation to be able to have that type of achievement. Now, what is deemed success is becoming worthy of an ideal person that you want to become. So once you realize who you want to become and what you want to do, and you're constantly working yourself into a very focused intention on a regular basis to be able to create that with a very concise written out plan, and you remind yourself constantly, and you have those affirmations and you see those goals, and you have anchors as far as, you know, being able to see the image of the experience that you want to have, you know, and remembering the emotions that you want to be able to create within you. And so those are real strong pieces to be able to stay motivated. And so I got to tell you, you're going to have some challenges. There's going to be distractions all around you. You're going to maybe be excited at times, and you're going to have some level of success, and you're going to share this with people, and they're not going to have that same level of excitement and intention to share that conversation of success there with you. I would say this is few on the many, but this is the path that's less often traveled. And when you travel this path and you go down the infinite potential that you have as a human being to be able to create your own reality very consciously, as you are the architect of your own reality. And with your thoughts and your artistry, you really are actually manifesting that actual life of your desires. So you have that ability in your hands. And so I highly challenge you to stay very, very clear on what the game plan is on a regular basis. Don't you forget about your goals. Don't you forget about your dreams. And really, your dreams, once again, I recommend that should consist of the emotions that you want to be able to generate. And you can already generate those emotions. As a matter of fact, you know what's really interesting? Let me tell you something. Is that if you create the emotion now of what success looks like to you, what that level of motivation looks like to you, if you create that emotional state on a regular basis, you will magnetize and you'll bring about that opportunity and that ability to bring that into your life. Act as if you already have all those things that you want to achieve. And really, I believe the number one achievement is your ability to stay focused consciously, your ability to stay emotionally intelligent, your ability to stay focused on being able to generate your own joy within. If you're able to do that, truly everything outside of you is secondary. And I believe that really is further developed when you get into a state of meditation, when you're able to quiet your thoughts, where you're able to bring a intention and magnify it in your mind and retain it for a period of time, for that to be able to come into your subconscious mind, to change the framework of your consciousness in your subconscious world, and then be able to reflect outside of you. And so that is the key. And so you know, envision where you want to be yourself, where you want to see yourself when you're 60 and 70 years old. What kind of memories do you want to have? Do you want to have memories and doubts of regrets of you should have, could have, and you didn't? Or do you want to say, boy, you know what? I used every single day to its best capacity. There was times where I was running around, getting to the car, running right back, running to the appointment, taking a shower really fast to utilize time more efficiently, going through a lot of material, buying so many books endlessly, and constantly telling myself that, you know, I accept myself, and asking the Holy Spirit to come through me, the light to come through me, to God to continue to bless me, that I'm already an extension of creation, and we have that ability to be able to have that actual outside manifestation, and it comes really with our own intention, and that's how it works. With our sensation that we can continue to put at work, then we can really see those things come about in our lives. And so you're excited then to truly be alive, to be in a state where now you can truly thrive, and